something I enjoy about being near the water like this. If I had bazillions of dollars, I'd buy another boat just so I could go live on it once in a while. I think the lifestyle of living on a boat is just outstanding. What would be better is if there were a way of renting a boat just to live on in different ports. It would be so horrendous. I'm assuming these are crab pots. But how curious that they still use wood. Why not use metal? Maybe the crabs or whatever they're after think it's more authentic and know the difference. Again, the same reflection that I have when I go through the countryside of how neat and clean and maintained are these boats as compared to boats that I've seen in fishing villages in the United States and Alaska, certainly in places like Indonesia. This, I think, is a Tasmanian museum and art, something or other. There's a little counterpoint of Art Deco, which does not take advantage of its own lines with color, and Big Ben, which you can hear going off right now. It's actually called Little Ben, and it's supposed to be an exact replica, although smaller, of London's Big Ben. The lumber trade in Hobart. Apparently when they were still sailing ships. This is the paddle steamer, the Kangaroo. Looks like it was a jolly day. These probably would have been pretty flash fellows riding motorcycles. Here's a curious look. Almost looks like some melodramatic play, and this is the villain. These are apparently two ferry boats. Different eras. What elegant boats they would be for those who just were wealthy and wanted to cruise a major harbor where they lived. A cruise boat for their friends. How elegant this could be. This was actually built to serve a real estate development, then it proved to be too large for that purpose for some reason, and reverted back to a ferry boat from Hobart to the surrounding opposite shore of the Durant River until the bridge was built and no longer had a function. This is a close-up view of a model of the aluminum boats, catamarans we saw yesterday, in fact, on the Durant River, that apparently two of which the United States Army has leased, and they were, what I photographed yesterday, here for repairs. Apparently they can carry a large number of troops and all of their hardware and machines and vehicles at 50 knots, which is outstanding. These are apparently the Liberty ships that the United States developed as one of its contribution to the Second World War effort of many countries to supplement the shipping capability for the war as it was depleted by the German submarines. And apparently we built 2,710 of these things, an outstanding number. The models of ships in this museum are absolutely beautiful, true works of art. This was the good intent. Detail is outstanding. In my opinion, these are truly works of art. You get such a sense of proportion and so forth.
Under 50% of the whole world requirement of legal opiate products has been not illegal, legal. What else we got? All international catamarans building those huge, great big passenger. Quite often you'll find the locals down here on the bridge fishing for flathead and whiting, cod and flounder. If they catch any shark, which is a gummy shark and school shark, they must return to the water, as this is the shark sanctuary in here. Of course, it's the gummy shark we use for our plate, for our fish and chips. Mother, oh, there's the baby giraffe underneath. Isn't it beautiful, little baby giraffe? No idea what that gentleman's building on that little piece of land on the left. If it's going to be a house, it's going to be a huge one, it's 3 stories high. If it's going to be accommodation, or could you have some parties? So what we'll do, we'll stop here. If anybody wants to quick visit the toilet, they're most welcome to do so. Hop out and have a look at the canal.
The little fishing village that we're near doesn't look quaint, but this is a canal that they built through here so the fishermen could get their product to Hobart much more quickly, and apparently this opens up that access to Hobart through here. But unfortunately we have to wait for the bridge, which looks like a turning bridge. And we have to leave it back. Looks like it might be privately owned too, eh?
Out there. I do have a windy piece of road to travel through. Once again, I'll go quiet for a little while. I'll come back with some more information when we get down. As a convict prison was its security. We have a very small stretch of land of about 80 metres across from one side to the other, and this is where they had a team of wild dogs chained across to stop the convicts from getting past. There is only one known written record of a convict actually getting past the dogs. And what he did was cover himself in a great big kangaroo skin, hop past the dogs like a big kangaroo. You get a bit of a view there on the left-hand side looking over Pirates Bay. But as the guards went, the convict went past the guards' house, one of the guards saw what he thought was a kangaroo, grabbed his gun, said to his mate, grabbed his one for dinner and went out and tried to shoot him. Lucky enough for the prisoner, it was a very poor shot. And missed him, gave the prisoner enough time to take off his disguise, was captured and taken back. And by doing that, they then had to come across an economical way of taking them overland to Port Arthur. Now, the best way to do that was to build a wooden railway system. There was a team of 6 to 8 convicts assigned to each and every wooden cart to push the So I put that in perspective, which means we're actually now travelling on top of that original wood railway system.